everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Some special parts came in today that I've been waiting on for nearly a little bit over 2 months. As you probably already saw on the thumbnail, you can probably take a wild guess what it is, but anyway guys, I'm going to show you. First of all, there's the box they came in. Did take them after I bought them. It took them 3 weeks to get to the shipper, and then 3.5 weeks to get from Saudi Arabia over stateside to me. Like I said, a lot of you guys probably already figure out what these are. So anyway, let's just get the cat out of the bag. These are the taillights I have in my 97 Cobra. They've been tinted. Of course, they're the wrong bezel color, but that's just what it is. What I got in the mail. Yes, vertical 96 to 98 export tails. Did take me a while to source them and get them paid for, but I got them. I've been waiting on these, like I said, nearly 2 months now. Like I said, I stuck this one in that is not wired yet. I've still got to go through and change that one out, and I'm going to go through and do the trunk wiring and the underdash wiring that need to be done to make these function properly. Plus, I'm going to take my factory harnesses. I'm going to do a little more modification, and what I'm going to go over with you in this video. But anyway, guys, if you like seeing projects like this, or you like SN95 content, or Mustang content, Ford content in general, please consider subscribing, smash that like button. Anyway, guys, we're going to get into this. Let's get started. All right, guys, you can already see I've started pulling apart part of the trunk and actually got this one tail light back out of the car so I can do some wiring. Now, guys, for those of you that don't know, the U.S. cars did have some different wiring than the European cars, or what they call the export cars. Key point being, the export cars use a 6-bank plug, whereas the American cars or US market cars only use a 4-bank plug. So in other words, to add a turn signal, it takes a little bit of rewiring. Basics of the wiring is going to include, you're going to have the harness you're going to modify on the tail light itself to run back to the standard 4-plug wire. But the other kicker you're going to do is you're going to tap into the third brake light harness that's back over here, and you're going to tap into the brake light over here and run it over to both tail lights, so then your tail lights will actually act as normal brake lights and your turn signal will act as a normal turn signal. The wire I'm actually going to cut underneath the dash is the interrupt wire, and cutting the interrupt wire is what allows the car to use the brake lights and the turn signals at the same time. It just interrupts the brake signal. By cutting that wire underneath the dash and sealing it up, it no longer interrupts, so the brake lights act as brake lights, the turn signals act as turn signals. But I'm also doing something else in the process, just because I've seen one of the other guys do it in the forum. I'm actually modifying this slightly, where this one we got the 3-gang plug, this one's got a 3-gang plug, this one only has 2. Well, the plan is I'm actually going to take this one out and put in a 3-gang from one of the other taillight harnesses, so this way when I hit the brake lights, all 3 light up. And then you got my turn signal right here. So give me a second, let me get set up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, you can see right here I got the backup tail light with the tail light harnesses. What I've done is take out one of these and I'm putting new bulbs at the same time. Took out one of these from the old tail light harness. This way you got 3, 3, and 3. All of them have 3. All of them have a ground, a minor, and a major. Well, the only thing is, as you can see right here, I only have 2 wires, which is the ground and the minor. What I'll end up having to do is this major, I'll end up T-tapping over to one of these other ones to give me the signal I need. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. Anyway guys, let's get this wiring done so we can get these exports in place. you go, guys. It's the first test right now just to make sure. You can see on this side, brake lights work like normal. This side is just turn signals. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jumper the third brake light wire in there to run these. So, all right, guys, here's what we got going on. This is only temporary right now just to test everything out. As you can see right here, this wire right here coming out of the taillight harness is red with a green stripe. Well, if you look right here, the wire I actually tapping onto into the factory harness is also red with a green stripe. That's your third brake light wire. So now I'm gonna have to run this wire to here and over to this tail light to get it done. And the next step we're gonna be doing is going to the dash and clipping and sealing the wire for the interrupt. All right, guys, they are both in and wired up and everything. I just have to tuck that wire up out of the way and they are done and in. Now, the only thing I do have to do is do the wire underneath the dash. Now, quick tidbit information, guys. Like I said earlier in the video, these taillights come with a 6-gang but only 5-wire harness, whereas the factory US has a 4-wire harness. What you end up having to do is match color to color, except when you get to the brake lights. Here's what I'm going to show you. The brake light for both sides is going to be this red with a green stripe. That's going to be your brake lights for each side. And that's also the one you're going to want to, like I said, you're going to tap in over there for the third brake light, run into this one, then run to this one. Now take care of your brake lights. So like I said, once this is connected, all this is tucked away, the only thing left to do is underneath the dash. And I do have to pull up schematic up to find out exactly which wire I have to cut, but I'm going to try and get you in there so we can see what's going on. All right, guys, sorry I didn't film a lot of that. It was pretty much no room really underneath the dash for me to get it done. But we got the taillights done. All the harness has been modified. The underdash harness has been modified and sealed up. So right now it is good to roll. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a disclaimer, guys. This really isn't too difficult, but you got to make sure you have the right schematics for your year model. Because like on mine, where you actually disconnect the wire so you don't so when you hit the brakes you don't turn the turn signal bulbs on, now is actually up on the multifunction harness. You're actually disconnecting the wire and then sealing it up so it disconnects the interrupt. But like I said, anyway, guys, they're in, they're done. As you can see right there, I did polish them up a little bit so they look a lot cleaner and a lot better. Like I said, they look freaking awesome. But now I'm going to give you a quick tidbit of how well they work. So, all right, guys, like I said, I have modified the harnesses. So right now, running lights, they all light up. Brake lights, they all light up like I wanted them to. And now, turn signals work, brake lights are independent. Hazards work normally. There it is, guys. Simple as can be. So as you see, guys, they look freaking awesome. They work great. I put all new bulbs in them, everything like that, so I'm good for a long time. Now, guys, if like I said, I did not give a thorough instruction on this. If you want some really good instructions, svtperformance.com and just search up SN95 export taillights. There's 2 or 3 threads on there. It'll give you thorough, really good instructions with pictures of what wires and what you need to modify to make them work right. But anyway, guys, I'm just so glad they finally came in. They did take, like I said, almost 2 months to get here from Saudi Arabia, but I think they're awesome. But anyway, guys, I'm about to get off here. It's about to start storming here soon. They're calling for possible tornadoes and stuff, so I'm about to clean everything up, lock everything down for the night. But anyway, if you like this or like SN95 content like this, please consider subscribing. Smash that like button if you like this video, and please stay safe. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.